When you look at your sales pipeline, does it make you feel excited or stressed? How confident are you about what's in there? In this video, I'll explore the purpose of your sales pipeline. What is it telling you about your sales operation? And how can we make it more accurate and reliable and use it to drive improvements? So why do we have a sales pipeline? Well, its primary function, of course, is forecasting future sales and revenue to enable you to plan resources and to have confidence in your financial projections around cash flow and profit. But it's also about having visibility of whether your sales and marketing plan is being executed effectively, whether you're generating the required level of the right kind of opportunities based on your selection criteria, and whether the sales team is progressing enough of those opportunities through to signed up customers. And finally, when you use it properly, it's a great diagnostic tool, telling us about the quality of our sales activity. Is the sales team doing the right things at each stage of the sales process, as shown by the conversion ratios at each stage? Are they making good decisions about which ones to progress? How effective are they at identifying the key drivers for all the influencers involved? How well have they understood the prospect's buying process? And how good are they at putting the right deal together and making persuasive proposals? So, how can you improve the accuracy of your pipeline and, at the same time, use it to drive improvements in your sales activity and develop your team? Well, firstly, it's important to remember there is a big difference between the stage an opportunity is reached in your sales process and the probability of it actually becoming signed up business. The stage is relatively easy to identify as long as you've broken down your overall sales process into identifiable stages, and most businesses have done this. But that is not usually a very good indicator of the probability. For example, a prospect might have progressed right through to final proposal stage, but if certain things haven't been understood or done earlier on in the sales process, the actual probability of conversion could be zero. Salespeople always have a positive perspective on the deals they have in the pipeline, and that enthusiasm can lead to overconfidence. So it's important to apply some rigor to the pipeline discussions you have with your team. When you think about it, there are only a certain number of reasons why you don't win business. I'm excluding war and acts of God here, of course. So using a suitable framework of questions based on these common reasons can be very helpful. Questions such as budget. Can they afford it? Do they have a budget for this? Is the budget realistic? Areas of understanding. Do we really understand all of the customer's needs and wants? Has the customer confirmed that we understand them correctly? Are those needs realistic? Questions about our advantages. Has the client expressed a preference for our solution? Have we any unique advantages? Have we got a good track record with the customer? Have we received a strong recommendation? There are questions around the competition. What do we know about any other bidders? Does the competition have any unique advantages? Are the competition dealing at a higher level than us? And do they have a strong track record with the customer? Then there are questions around decision making. Are we talking to all the decision makers? Do we know all of their needs and wants? Are all of the influencers involved? And finally, there are questions around resource. Can we realistically meet the customer's needs and wants? Can we perform within the required timescales? And you may well have other questions specific to your own sector. But when you begin to ask these questions, particularly in relation to the bigger opportunities, you will quickly identify the true probability and timescale, what the next specific action should be to progress the opportunity, and finally, what gaps does your salesperson have in terms of their sales skills, particularly in areas like questioning and listening. Regularly applying this rigor to deals in the pipeline also acts as a great indirect sales development tool. For example, how many times do you think your salesperson is going to want to say, "I don't know, boss," in answer to these questions? They'll make sure they know the answers next time. We cover this and many other areas in much more depth during our Sales Leader program. You'll find details of the next program on our website at salesleaderprogram.co.uk. And you can also download a template document with these questions for probability assessment in the resources section of our website. Thanks for watching.